You're such an asshole.
Continuing to play catch-up day at assholeconsulting.com, where we're fresh back from vacation and super chats are $100 minimum because I am a dick, but I'm not a dick for that reason. It's because I do not have time to get through all these requests and answer regular super. So any super chats under $100 will not be answered. Save your money. Don't worry, there'll be plenty of time in the future. Anonymous writes, hello, Cappy. Please quote me for a video response. I'm in my early 30s and I work as a STEM guy. I'm having some fun with my money, but still saving up enough to retire. Currently $200,000 in investments. Being born with an IQ that's over 3 standard deviations above the norm. Please go check out my book, Curse of the High IQ. Does make it difficult to have empathy for others. So if everyone else is going to do whatever they like, fuck paying taxes, I'm moving to the Middle East, somewhere civilized like Qatar or Dubai. I did the math. For every dollar my employer spends on me in Europe, about 60 cents ends up in the government's pockets. My employer is happy for me to relocate, and that essentially triples my disposable income after adjusting for everything. My current goal is not necessarily to retire early, but growing to 500,000 in investments in the next few years. This way I can either start a family with a good buffer if I find the right person. This guy's a comedian. Sir, have you thought about making billions of dollars as a comedian, sir? And if I don't, I can just move to Southeast Asia and coast. I have a client who's pretty much doing exactly as you are, and he lives in Dubai. This way, I can either start, don't move Southeast. It's not for everyone, but I've been there extensively, and I think I'll be okay with my simple lifestyle. Question 1, am I being a doomer, or does that sound like a reasonable reaction to the current state of things? Okay, so you are 60% a slave. They're taking 60% of your labor away from you. And you're wondering if it's okay to leave that situation. Yes, absolutely. You're in an abusive, most European workers are in an abusive, toxic relationship with the rest of society. The dependency ratios are, well, they're not off the charts, but they're absurd. And then you guys just can't wait to have more immigrants to come in and pay for their shit. I would absolutely leave, unless you're in like a former Soviet bloc country, which it doesn't sound like, because if you're getting taxed at 60%, that stinks of Western Europe. That stinks of, oh, we're just so much more intelligent in Brussels. Look at those Americans who don't have people shitting in the street, only in San Francisco. Yeah, I'm all for it. From a financial perspective, absolutely. Here's where I'm feeling a bit of friction. About half of my friends or family, hang on. All right, we're good. About half of my friends and family have said they won't visit me over there. Mind you, how far is that flight? That's not that far. What's a central town? How far flight time Milan to Dubai? Is that really? Okay, it's 6. It's not crazy, but I get it. You know, it's not nothing either. Have said they won't visit me over there. Mind you, modern slavery won't stop them from buying the latest iPhone, but also they're a bit American too. But living too close to the workers or burning fossil fuels locally instead of remotely is where they draw the line, apparently. Despite those friends and family being intelligent overall, it did throw me for a bit of an existential crisis. I'd be tempted to explain my reasoning, but it's likely a waste of time, as it is often with ideological battles. How can I put this? This is not going to be a financial decision for you. That's not the financial decision is a no-brainer. Yes, go do it. If you could get tax-free income for quite some time, like do a 3 or 4 year stint in Dubai, shore up your retirement funds, come back to Europe and coast or Asia, absolutely 100%. I don't even think it's going to be your family that's going to make the make or break decision on going to Dubai. Largely because your family, whether you like it or not, they're normies. Family rarely has their best interest of you in heart. Worrying about and changing your life goals and choices for family does not benefit you the most. It compromises your success. And nothing says you can't hop on a plane and visit your family. I have to explain to my dad and to a lesser extent my mother this concept of planes. So They're these cylindrical tubes with wings, and they go really fast, long distances, very quickly. Like, yeah, yeah. I don't know what it is with family. I don't know what it is with people that don't like the sun or low taxes. I don't know. But you're going to find out very stoically. The lesson there is stoic, or a stoicism lesson. You can't control these people. And fine, they're not going to go visit you. You'll have to go visit them. And you'll probably want to break through from Dubai, which leads me to my third or fourth point I'm making. Culturally is probably going to be the biggest hurdle in Dubai. My longtime client, he's been there, God, almost 10 years now. And there's obviously a cultural adaptation that's required, but it's a different ball of wax. It's like working in a big bank. There's a lot of connections and a lot of backstabbing, and not that I've ever worked at a Japanese keiretsu or a Korean shable, but it sounds like a lot of, like, you're just working at a law firm, and it feels like the movie or the show Profit. It's just drama and bullshit and all that. So just to warn you, that's probably going to be the biggest hurdle you're going to face. Finances, all go. Family, irrelevant. You can always come back to family after 3 to 4 years. They will stay stuck in time. You will have culturally, absolutely. Go to Dubai, go to Qatar, go to some different place and try a different culture. Absolutely. But I think you'll be like, yeah, this isn't for me. I lived there. I was there. It was fun. I'm glad I had the experience. I like the Emiratis, great people. But no, I'm going back to my hometown with a bag of cash, and your life gets a lot easier. Everyone who stayed back in Europe, they will have stayed in stasis. Nothing new will have happened, and you will have this great and amazing adventure, and you'll still have your family. So I don't think the family is going to move there with you. That's what you were hoping. And then, yeah, I mean, Southeast Asia, that's further away than Dubai. Question 2, what do I do with them? I'm tempted to mirror their lack of effort, but don't want to burn bridges either. They're their own people, and you should respect their decision. Like, I make my case. I argue and explain why I think different people should come visit us, right? Hey, we're in Vegas. It's warm. Are you complaining about 20 below zero? Why don't you hop on the $150 round trip flight to Vegas? But they're different people. Hey, you're a girl. Why don't you lose weight and have sex and not hate men? I mean, have you thought about conditioning yourself to like men and, getting rid of the tattoos and enjoying a good sex life? Maybe getting married and have kids? Rah! Hey, buddy, you're about to die because you're fat. Have you thought about not eating so much so you don't lose a foot? And I'm going to tell you, I should have put this as zero world problems, because it really is a higher standard of living. It's not a first world problem. It's a zero world problem. A non-financial yet incredibly post first world high standard of living is when you no longer care about what people do, no matter how close they are to you. I mean, if it's your wife and she's banging the neighbor, probably should care about that. Or your kid decides to cut their junk off to be popular because the Marxist teacher in Minneapolis said so. Then you should probably care. But hey, your family isn't gonna. All right, cool. I'll see you. Bye. All right, you don't want to okay, I'm out of here. I had a girlfriend long ago who, I don't like the fact your blog, it's always so negative. Okay, see you. Bye. I'm gonna still do it anyway. But you can't be angry at them because that's their opinion for whatever reason, right? And it's almost not worth having a conversation because the words mean nothing. At the end of the day, the reason they're not visiting you is because they don't want to go to Dubai. It probably has nothing to do with you personally. They're lazy or whatever. They're not adventuresome. They're afraid. I don't know. I don't know why. But for whatever reason, it's their choice, right? And it's not worth your time worrying about it, nor is it worth compromising or ruining your relationship with them. Well, why? Are you expecting them to come visit you in Dubai? They don't have to. Just as They should respect your choice to go to Dubai. You should respect their choice not to go to Dubai. That's not a reason to break up with a family member or lecture them and admonish them. What do I do with them? Nothing. Say, visit them. It's a 6-hour flight. That's not bad. Is there that much of a time change? I don't think there's that much of a time change difference. What do I do with them? I'm tempted to mirror their lack of effort, but don't want to burn bridges either. Don't get retributive. You don't want to play the game I want to play? Well, fuck you. I'm going to kick you in the shins. No, just most people are sedentary. Are they going to be upset if you go to Dubai? Why would they care if you go to Dubai? It's a great experience. Go do it. Yeah, I want to worry about either case. It absolutely is worth it for the zero taxes. Save your money. Shore up your retirement. You could be shored up for retirement before you're 36, 37, whatever your age is now. You get an experience. Distance makes the heart grow fonder. People miss you when you're gone. They kind of appreciate you a little bit more when you come back. You get respect because you went off and actually did a thing. And like, oh my God, I like to travel. No, you went and lived in a different country for a while and dealt with the culture and all that other good stuff. I know that unpopular decisions or frowned upon decisions early on they command respect later on. A lot of the people half my life ago were giving me shit for the choices I made back then. And now they're just like, yeah, you're right, man. Well, you're right. Well, is your boy a girl now or what? Is he still in the Minnesota schools? Your girl a boy? Boy a girl? What's happening? Tell me the latest. How's your property taxes? Remember when you called me a fascist because I didn't think we should pay for other people who weren't Americans? Oh, my God. Those are good times, weren't they? How are those non-Americans treating your property taxes nowadays? Oh, interesting. So there's a place called Dubai where they want workers. Yeah. I would go to Dubai 3-4 years, whatever. You've been there before, so you probably have a better idea what you're getting yourself into. Make your money. Visit. I would afford a visit. Fly back to Europe, 4 times a year, maybe. If you're making really good money, shit, your tax savings alone, you can afford a flight once a month, I'm sure. I mean, and that's the other thing. I had to explain this. Like, how often do you see your parents? Once every 2 months. I'm like, okay, so 6 times a year you go fly back. You see them just as much. I think actually the GF now sees the family a little bit more since we moved away. It's almost like you're not gone because how often do you really hang out with your parents or family or whatever? I would absolutely do it. Do it for the money. Don't worry about them. As long as they respect your decision, respect their decision not to, then I'm going to forecast 3 to 4 years. You'll be like, yeah, the cultural thing is getting to me. You move back home. And then it's like nothing happened, except you're richer financially and culturally. All right. Do we have any super chats? No super chats. Everyone's fault. Oh, by the way, I'll be on with Vlad Elkins here in 3.5 hours. No, 6 o'clock Vegas Pacific time. It's 4.5 hours. That gives me time to go get a Breivik. God, the day flew by. All right. I'll see you guys later. Oh, link below is my Amazon affiliate link. Everybody do your online shopping there. assholeconsulting.com/Amazon. All of it on a computer, not the phone. Toodles.